Hello and welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and we're here today for the always pleasant task of welcoming one of our corporate neighbors and corporate sponsors to Woodbridge Township because, let's face it, they're bringing a check. They're invited. This is Diane Sinertia from Northfield Bank. She runs their foundation. To her left is Angie Sirkis. She is the manager of the New Jersey operation, and they're here to present a very, very sizable check to Woodbridge Township for We Feed Woodbridge, which is our collection of 10 different food pantries and a soup kitchen. To my right is Carolyn Ehrlich, who helps oversee our food insecurity effort in Woodbridge Township. And to her right is the architect of everything. He's been doing food relationships with churches and community groups for the last 36 years, Peter Barcelona. So let me start with Diane and Angie. You can figure out who wants to talk, but just come up and I'll just turn it this way and tell us, how'd you get so much money for Woodbridge?
So the Northfield Bank Foundation sponsors a golf outing every year. This was the 15th year that we've done this, and we pick various charitable organizations. We Feed Woodbridge, I believe, is a recipient for the third year. And this is the net proceeds from the golf outing that we raised.
Half of.
One third, actually.
Oh, one third, okay.
Yeah, there are two other
You made a golf
hospitals.
outing made $100,000.
Yes, correct.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was all the idea of the former CEO and now the current CEO of the bank, Steve Klein, and it's just been going strong ever since.
Absolutely.
Ed, do you want to say anything?
Sure.
Add something to this.
We also have a check to We Feed Woodbridge for $2,500. It's a grant, and they can use this money as they see fit. And this is from Northfield Bank. The larger check is from the foundation. This is from Northfield Bank. We love to help out the community. One of our slogans is United with the Community, and we're proud, really proud, to be able to present this to We Feed. I know the need is there for the residents in Woodbridge, and it's just a wonderful thing that we're able to do this.
Absolutely amazing with this kind of numbers. Let me ask Carol. So first of all, I got to say, usually we go over at 4 o'clock or 4:30 fighting the traffic to get to the golf club in Staten Island. So we really appreciate you
Right.
coming here. So go ahead.
I can't remember what conflict we had, but we couldn't make it, but Peter was there. So, you know, we like to call ourselves the best town around.
Indeed.
I have to say, you are the best bank around. If we come to you and say we have a cause, we have a problem, we need a donation, there's never a moment's hesitation. I can't even think of everything support off the top of my head. I know it's the show, our community show.
Right, Performing Arts Center, yeah.
And we have the summer programs, the camps for the kids, and I mean, I could just go on and on and on, but today is about We Feed. And now more than every year we say, we need it more, but this year the need for donations like this and for food is really, really growing. Thank God we have Peter to keep all of these programs moving and working, and we're trying to expand what we do now into different ways of getting the food to the people who need it. We have the Assembly Speaker who is our friend, Craig Coughlin. He has, he does the Bowling for Hunger, which you participate in, and he has a goal of having no hungry people left in this state in 2 years. So by making donations like this, we can help him fulfill that goal and make sure everybody is fed. So thank you very much.
And of course, Angie, not just with money, but her advocacy for businesses in Woodbridge and the Chamber of Commerce
absolutely.
is amazing. So we really appreciate that too.
Thank you.
Let's turn it over. Carol touched on it, but Peter, you know what might happen in the federal government right now with the SNAP program. It's very, very scary, very dangerous to think that people who live because they get that check, that food allotment periodically makes the difference probably between life and death for some people.
Correct. As you said, Mayor, we received notification on Wednesday that the SNAP program and the WIC program that they get their EBT card each month will end on October the 31st if the government doesn't reopen and come to an agreement.
What does EBT card mean?
Electronic.
Oh, so it's just something to go.
Yeah,
to the
it's like
store with?
a debit card.
A debit card.
A debit
okay.
card, absolutely. Yeah, it's
Explain what the WIP program is.
the WIC program is for women's, infants, and children. So that's either a woman that's pre having a baby or after she has the child. It provides formula, milk, those kinds of things for the first 3 years of the child's life. So all those programs, all that money will dry up if the government doesn't come to an agreement. So those in most in need will be the ones that are most affected. So we've already, this week alone in our food pantry, we've seen an increase in numbers of federal workers coming to us that are not being paid, that are currently furloughed. So those numbers are increasing. So this donation comes at a very timely need. And we're approaching the holiday season where we will be giving out probably 400 to 500 turkeys. So again, the money is used for that through our network. But it's a very scary, uncertain time for us. So we're trying to be as prudent as we can with what we have right now to foresee what's going to. It's unforeseeable what's going to happen next week. So we're hoping that those in Washington will somehow or another come to an agreement and stop their childish behavior. And on behalf of all the people in the United States, it's going to be nationwide. So that's a very difficult times.
So there's a lot of government programs rampant with fraud. You know, Social Security, unemployment, disability, any kind of benefits, welfare, whatever. Food programs. I mean, who's going to steal formula? Who's going to steal diapers? Who's going to steal things? You know, these are, I would say, of all the things the federal government spends the money on, this is one where it actually gets to the people who need it at a higher percentage than almost anything else.
Right, and they use those numbers very fluidly. I mean, the fraud in like a SNAP program now with the way it's handled, it's so minimal.
Right.
I mean, obviously there's some portion. It's like people say to us at the food pantry, how do you know somebody's in need? If someone's coming to the door and presents themselves as asking for food, I would say, yeah, maybe 0.5% might be taking advantage of you for a can of corn, but so be it. That's on their conscience. So my motto is, if someone comes and presents themselves for being hungry, then we take them at their word. I mean, we ask, they're asked for identification. They're put into a database, so they're vetted. And so if 1 out of 100 people are taking advantage of you, so be it. We've helped 99 people. So you can't live on the premise of like everybody's taking advantage of you, because otherwise I'm out of business then at that point.
Even if they get a can of corn,
Right.
it's going to go to somebody.
Somebody, correct.
So it's not like, it's not like they're going to get the can of corn and
and
throw it away.
people, that's just, those naysayers are there saying, everybody's taking advantage of you. So, I mean, at that point, you just walk away from people like that. I don't allow that to deter me. And our pantries, we greet everybody graciously. We take them for what they ask for, and so we go on with life, and they go on with life, and we fulfill a need. That's what we're called to do. So
The three of us were just at a luncheon where we called in the volunteers from each of our 10 food pantries in our soup kitchen, fed them.
Yep.
After we all spoke way too long, probably. They were all waiting to eat. Carol even said, there's something about keeping people hungry, talking about hunger. So they were waiting for lunch, and here we are gabbing. But it was important, because we
right, you
thanked
want to
them. We thanked them.
those that are in the pantry every day, they're the backbone of the network. They're doing the bully lugging work. They're doing the lift, the hard lift. They're greeting the people as they come. Like as at St. James, I always mention as a choice pantry. They come in, they greet people, they take them through the pantry, allow them to choose from the shopping list. So you restore someone's dignity and their respect as a human being. That's we're grateful enough that we're not in that line. So treat those people as if you would want to treat your own family member, treat yourself. So, I mean, the naysayers are the naysayers that are never going to go away, so you just move away from those people. And but, I mean, hopefully, the government comes to an agreement this week that we can avoid a very disastrous plan for people that are on SNAP and WIC.
This has been a political announcement by Peter Barcelona. Anyway, anything else, ladies? All right, let's get this out of the way and take a picture.